Thank you for, fighting the weather and coming out. And we're going to make this a kind of a fun, short event so that you'll get to see how much your children have grown this year. We appreciate you lending them to us, and we want to show off what they're like, the antagonist, the bad guy. And so, given the weather today, this one kind of actually fits perfect because it's a little bit like a looming storm in some ways. So please enjoy Antagonist. Benefit from lots of great talent. And for the past couple of years, one of the wonderful gifts that I've gotten is from the Sherman High School Teaching Internship Program. And for the past 2 years, Miss Brianna Reed has been my high school intern. And as much as I've tried to get her to stay one more year, she thinks she wants to go to college at U of H, so I guess we're going to have to let her go. But before we do, we wanted to give her one last chance to conduct a group like this. If you've never done something like this, it's a little bit like riding a wild horse in a rainstorm. And it's a lot of fun, and we wanted her to have one more chance at it. And I asked her which of our pieces she wanted to do, and she told me that she wanted to conduct I've Got a Feeling. So this is Brianna Reed, and she's going to be doing I've Got a Feeling. Another cool thing about working in this district is we have a fabulous team, and before we get any further in our evening, I really would like to tell you that though I would like to take responsibility for all the wonderful things that happen here, I have a lot of help. And so I would like to thank some folks. Mr. Jenkins from the high school is the high school band director here, and he is here to put together a great team and lead your kids to state-renowned performance. And so I'd like to thank Mr. Jenkins for everything that he does for us. And then he sends me all these fabulous helpers. New to us this year, we have Mr. Weed, who comes in and helps with low brass and trumpet. And we have Mr. Anderson. Without him, I don't know what we do. He does our bassoon and our saxophone. And we have Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith does the percussion. And we have Miss Smith, no Ken. And Miss Smith does the flutes and oboes. And I kind of help out wherever I'm supposed to and kind of put it all together and get to stand up here and take the credit, which rocks. But I am delighted that we have all this wonderful help, and I would like to say a big thank you to those folks. You know, they say in the world that we could meet anybody with 6 degrees of separation. And a long time ago, when I first came to Sherman, there was this young lady here in the program. Her name was Carla. And Carla Curtis was the librarian's daughter. Okay? And she was an all-state clarinet player and awesome. Well, that was several years ago, 10, 15. And 3 years ago, we got a new educational growth representative from Youth and Arts. And he walked in and we started talking. And what I discovered was he was Carla Curtis's husband, Chris Dunning. So now she's Carla Dunning. Well, Mr. Dunning is working on his degree in music education, and he serves in the armed forces in one of their bands. And he wanted an opportunity to conduct a group like this, and I had invited him last year. And this year he decided he was going to take it up. So please welcome Chris Dunning, and he is going to conduct Home. About a month ago, and you might have heard something about this, we took a little trip and we went to Sandy Lake Amusement Park and we played for those judges and we played Antagonist, which is the first piece that you heard. And the last piece we're going to play for you this evening is the other piece that we played for the judges, which is Mission Impossible. And I thought maybe it was a little prophetic, considering if you thought about this in August, when they first brought those instruments home, maybe this song would have been appropriate, don't you think? So, I really appreciate you coming this evening, and the last tune we're going to do for you is Mission Impossible. And I do appreciate you, and I would like to tell you, before we play our last number, we are going to have to get all of the chairs put away, and the kids don't get to leave until all the chairs and stands get put back. So when we finish our final number, if some of you big, strong parents men would like to volunteer to help us get those chairs on the racks, we take volunteers. It sure does make it easier, because it's going to be congested getting out of here anyway. Thank you so much for coming and listening to us tonight, and please enjoy Mission Impossible. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to take care of the chairs and stands, and you guys want to start filing out. That's ready to move up there.